Heritage Auction's signature US coin auction has become a bit of a tradition of sorts at the June Long Beach Collectibles Expo, and this year's auction had perhaps more than its fair share of interesting coins to offer. In total, the auction sold rare and noteworthy coins to the value of more than $18 million. In this video, I'll take a quick look at just a few of the incredible coins that were on offer. There can be absolutely no doubt that the highlight of the event was the coin chosen as the sole item to be featured on the auction catalog's cover itself, the so-called King of American Coins, an original 1804 Class 1 silver dollar, one of only 8 such examples that are known to exist. The coin is the Mickley Horn Queller specimen, graded by PCGS at proof 62. It has an unbroken provenance that can be traced back firmly to 1847, when a young bank teller by the name of Henry C. Young discovered the coin during the execution of his daily duties, and promptly sold the coin the very same day to the renowned collector Joseph Mickley. The first time that this coin was sold at auction was nearly exactly 20 years after that day in 1867, as lot number 1676 of the Mickley collection when it realized $750. On this occasion, however, this prized piece of numismatic history was sold for $2,640,000. And then, while on the subject of coins dated 1804, the 1804 draped bust quarter is a significant rarity in its own right, but in mint state it is virtually unknown. In fact, the combined census report lists only 13 grading events in mint state, of which this coin, formerly of the Colonel Green collection, is the undisputed finest known, at a grade of MS 65 from NGC, a remarkable specimen that sold on this occasion for $336,000. Now, when any discussion of historically important coins is tabled, this 1793 chain cent deserves to be at the very head of that list, as the first federal type coins to be released by the newly established Philadelphia Mint between March the 1st and 12th of that year. This particular Sheldon 4 variety is interesting, as it has the word America spelled out in full and has added periods after the date and the word liberty as well, and as such, it is thought to have been the product of a different engraver from the usual varieties of this coin. Stemming from the Atwater and Eliasberg collections, it was graded by PCGS as MS65 and managed to sell for just under $1 million at $990,000. A coin that has become the subject of some heated debate of late is the 1776 Continental dollar. This coin is struck from pewter, although exceedingly rare brass and silver copies are also known. This Newman 3D variety is of the type that includes the legend E.G. Fedget, which translates as E.G. made it, a feature which is missing from other varieties of the same coin. Eric P. Newman believed it to point to New Jersey-based engraver Elijah Gallaudet as the coin's engraver. It has long been held that the coin was struck under the authority of the Continental Congress, but more recent research published in 2018 by Eric Goldstein and David McCarthy strongly disputes this, placing the coin's origins rather in Europe as an unofficial non-currency issue instead. Wherever the truth may lie, the debate on this coin is far from over, and this coin, the finest known of any variety, graded by NGC as MS67, managed to sell for $444,000. Flowing hair dollars always remain popular, even more so when you have the first year of issue example like this 1794 coin. Sufficient research has been done into this series, mainly by Martin Logis, that we can confidently say that 136 1794 flowing hair dollars have survived and are known today. This coin is a clean and largely problem-free XF40 example graded by PCGS with a green CAC seal of approval. The piece was sold for no less than $336,000. Next up, we have yet another first year of mintage coin in the form of the 1796 quarter eagle or capped bust $2.50 gold coin. What makes this coin interesting, other than the fact that it is the first of its kind, is the fact that the obverse has no stars as a part of its design, making it the only 18th century gold or silver coin from the US Mint that lacks said feature. The clean obverse immediately grabs your attention as a result. This no stars quarter eagle is a single year type coin, and thusly it was no surprise when this PCGS graded MS61 example fell under the auctioneer's gavel for $396,000. From there, we take a look at a spectacular ultra cameo example of the 1870 double eagle, graded by NGC as proof 65 ultra cameo. It is one of only 35 coins struck and seems to be one of a mere 8 to 12 examples that still exists today. This impeccable coin changed hands for $336,000. Another singular proof coin that featured was this 1910 Liberty Head Nickel, an amazing coin with just perfectly frosted devices. Now, I mentioned that it was a singular coin. The reason for that is that it is literally the sole coin listed at PCGS that was awarded with a Proof 68 Deep Cameo designation, not just in its date, but for the entire series as a whole. Such a coin can surely take pride of place in nearly any collection and traded hands for an impressive $84,000. Moving back a few years from there, we discover an 1880 Carson City Morgan dollar. This blazing white coin is remarkable for being one of the finest known coins of its issue and furthermore for being a very rare 8/7 variety, although this fact is not noted on the old school green PCGS label that simply states the coin's grade at MS67. $40,800 secured a new home for this coin. Now, in terms of pennies, there were numerous interesting pieces, but 3 coins stood out in absolute terms. The first of these was a proof 1877 Indian head cent. This date is of course legendary amongst series collectors for its scarcity. The coin obtained a lofty grade of proof 67 red from PCGS and sold for a somewhat odd amount of $71.20. Next in line is a 1923 Lincoln penny from the San Francisco Mint, a conditional rarity at a grade of MS65 red from PCGS that shattered both expectations and records when it sold for an astounding $66,000, or more than double the previous auction record for any similar coin. And then the final penny I'd like to highlight is a perennial favorite with series and variety collectors alike, the 1969 S Double Die Obverse Memorial Cent, graded by NGC at MS61 Brown. This coin is consistently listed as one of the top US coins of all time. On this occasion, the coin displayed here was sold for $26,400. And then, while dealing with prominent variety coins, another coin that bears a mention is the 1937D, so-called three-legged nickel. The reverse of this coin was so heavily abraded that one of the front legs of the bison is completely missing from the design. Graded by PCGS with a grade of MS65, the coin managed to raise $28,800 on its turn. The 1909 and 1910 Indian head proof half eagle coins are a bit of a curiosity. The coins are in fact not traditional proofs at all, as neither the planchet nor the actual dies received any special treatment. The coins were struck using the US Mint's metal press, accounting for the unusually sharp strike, but only the master hubs were supposedly lightly polished to distinguish these from the regular business strikes, a treatment which the US Mint called a Roman gold finish. Collectors were, to say the very least, not amused. A fact reflected in both the numismatic press at the time and the sales, or should I say lack of sales, at the mint. A sharp contrast to the demand that exists for the coin today. Graded by NGC as proof 68, this coin sold for $168,000. And then, to close us out, I'll admit one of my favorite coins, the 1907 High Relief St. Gordon's Double Eagle. The coin here is of the wire rim variety and stands as a near-perfect incarnation of President Roosevelt's vision for a renaissance in American coin design. This piece is graded by PCGS as MS67 and obtained $312,000. So, if money was no object, which one of these coins would you most like to see added to your own collection? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to WNN and activate notifications with the bell icon if you haven't already. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a great day.